Now, I find it fascinating that people are misusing this glorified autocorrect engine, which the AI is, to such an astonishing level that it feels like adults are like children, and every day they did something bad, and then they're afraid of the technology. You know, kind of like a group of monkeys sitting around the fire, and the fire is supposed to be used for cooking, but like every now and then a monkey puts their finger in the fire, and then they go, ooh, 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 and like everyone tries to just put out the fire. It's like, no, I'm sorry, like you need to start learning how to control the technology. Like, you're a human being, you're a rational actor, okay? Like, stop treating it like it's your shrink. And if you do treat it like it's your shrink, make sure that the information you provide to it isn't something that you'd find uncomfortable if it leaks to the public. It's not rocket science. Understand that you can be sued, and the government can actually take whatever you spoke with the AI. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm not committing a crime. Like, I've got nothing to hide. Okay, so when your wife gives you a divorce, and she can claim that you're using the AI as your shrink, and through the process of discovery, they can actually solicit the lines that you spoke with the AI, and you can then maybe say something nasty about your wife and say that you don't love her anymore or blah blah blah, and all of a sudden her divorce is justified, right? Oh, but you didn't do anything illegal. Well, no one says you have to. Like, you're not just getting sued for shit that's illegal. Like, you can get sued in a divorce. And the stuff that you talk with the AI is not like talking to a shrink or a priest. If you go to a priest for confession, right, if you confess your sins, well, the priest actually has a duty, a moral obligation to keep that confession secret. But if you go to a shrink, same things. Like, in a lot of situations, like, the shrink is professionally obligated to keep the stuff that you spoke with them in secret. ChatGPT is not obligated. They're not a shrink. They're not a priest. Everything that you talk with them is at risk of actually being found out. And there's also like embarrassing things that people do with their AI. Cringe roleplay and that type of shit. Like, make sure you clear it. Right? Like, you have an option to clear the entire messaging history. Now, people will say, well, yeah, but like, even if you clear the messaging history, the messages get saved in a server. Yes, they do. But like, what if someone breaks your password? Right? Like, let's say you use the same password. You're not a tech savvy guy. You don't understand, and you have like the same password for your AI like you have for your email, and then you use your email in order to access something online, or maybe you use the robust age verification because you're a British citizen, so you're doxing yourself, and then that information is on the dark web, and then like someone can use that to break into your AI. And all the embarrassing conversations, everything that you talk to them, like now they're public, right? Now, if you deleted them, well, they're not there. But if you kept them on, it's embarrassing, right? Like, why do you want to be a lol cow? I wanted it, like it used to be, show me your browsing history. Now it's going to be like, show me your AI conversation. Because I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people, based on what I've seen in this article, are talking a lot of personal stuff with their AI that's pretty fucking embarrassing. Like this is how blackmail money is actually gained. Like, there used to be another thing, because again, like, all of this is because of laziness and complacency. There used to be this company that would offer online shrink services, right? So like, if you have a psychological issue, you're having the gloomies, you're feeling down, you would talk to them online. And they got hacked, right? So like, all of the confidential information, like people talking about cheating on their spouses, that type of shit, all of that got leaked on the dark web. And it was like a massive PR disaster, and more importantly, like, those people had their family ruined and shit. And it's like, okay, well, why didn't you just move your fat ass and talk with the shrink in real life? Like, why did you want it to be in your house and do it over a computer? You dumb fuck. Honestly, like, people need to be shamed for being too convenient. Society is moving to an authoritarian shithole because everyone is doing everything online. And it's so fucking easy to control people now. Like, all you gotta do... Like, the amount of power that these AI companies have is ridiculous. I remember when ChatGPT came into place, there was an engineer from Samsung, if I remember correctly. Like, he decided in his infinite wisdom to use the AI to help him with an engineering problem. And he actually posted company secrets on ChatGPT, which now means that Microsoft has them. It's like, well, what the fuck did you think will happen? You know, like, unless the AI is in offline mode and is only on your computer, then no, it's not safe. And so anyway, like, apparently what happened here is that ChatGPT allowed for a feature where you could click a box and you would allow that your conversations become public. Now, why would anyone want to do this? I don't fucking know. I do know why ChatGPT would want to do it. It's because, you know, it's free advertisement. It's like, look how good our AI is, right? Like, look at the problem that this person had and look at the solution. Isn't that great, right? Like, why don't you use it yourself? But the issue is that, well, the person now realized, well, okay, my name isn't there, but I gave a lot of information that can connect people to me. And so they're sparking out, they're freaking out, because they're seeing their conversation on Google. And the same thing happened with Tesla. Like, Tesla also uses AI in order to drive itself. And they said, look, if you allow us to have access to your recordings, like you where you're driving your car and how you're doing it, like it can help us improve the AI. And we guarantee that there's not going to be any private information, right? Like your name, your number, like that's not going to be on any of our data. And people agreed, but like apparently what happens is like when you drive the car and you leave your own garage, right? Or you're returning home and people see your driveway and they literally see the road signs and shit. Even if you don't actually give them that personal information, like anyone watching it can figure out who you are. And apparently it's the same stuff, right? Like if you're talking to the AI, like they don't have your username, but like if you tell them where you work, where you live, who your wife's name is, yeah, people can triangulate very easily who you are. Especially like if you're complaining and bitching about your boss, right? So this is why a lot of people are panicked. And so they asked Google to remove this information. And it's like couldn't you have predicted that this would happen? And more importantly, like the people that want their conversations to be public, like it's so fucking weird, right? Like imagine going to a shrink and recording yourself while at the shrink and then publishing your sessions online. Like I just can't understand this mindset. Imagine going to a priest to confession and then you're recording the confession and you're publishing it online. Like why would you do that? Makes no fucking sense, right? But like some people actually wanted to do this with their AI and yet here we are. Hopefully, you know, I'm praying that our children will actually understand how to master this technology, just like we master social media. I hope we did master social media. Did we? I think we did a lot better than it was expected. Could have been worse. And it also depends from person to person. Like, not all people are born equal, apparently, when it comes to social media. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you on my live stream. Take care.